I'm just starting to be unapologetic in this take that Brock Purdy is not the guy that people are saying he is. He is not just this game manager. He's not Jimmy G, essentially, right? I think you see Brock come in relief. You go like, hey, sometimes he kind of looks similar to Jimmy. Brock Purdy is a better quarterback today than Jimmy Garoppolo. I believe that. He's the guy, man. He's already hit the mark for me. Winning 2 playoff games was, if you go back a few episodes, I said this is not a new take. Brock Purdy wins 2 playoff games. He's the starter next year. It does not behoove the 49ers to have a position battle going into camp. He needs to be the starter. The team needs to know he's the guy. And I think they already do. I don't think they're going to ask the coach like, hey, by the way, is Brock going to start next year? No, they know, man. They got their ear to the ground. Those guys know. You think Kittle doesn't know after Kittle's been putting up 100 yards games like they're going out of style? Brock Purdy is the guy. I don't think he's just a top 30 quarterback in the NFL. I think he deserves more credit. He escapes the pocket. He extends plays. He makes big plays. He makes the routine plays. He does not turn the ball over. Maybe the most important thing. And yes, it does look like he's a good system quarterback. But if you're going to say that the guy who can make those big plays and escape the pocket and stuff, if you can say he's just a system quarterback, then I'm going to say every quarterback in the NFL is a system quarterback by that definition. System quarterback is I'm just saying, let's get rid of that term. Brock Purdy is the style of quarterback you want to have when you got a team like the 49ers. Yeah. I wouldn't prefer to have Dak Prescott give him the same run up, same amount of games. If we could have had Dak Prescott relieve Jimmy G when Brock Purdy did, I would not prefer to have that. Brock Purdy is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Take the contract out of it.
Where do you place him? It sounds like you have him in the top 16 quarterbacks in the league. Do you have him in the top 10? Are there 10 guys you'd rather have? Give me your handful of QBs that you would rather have than Brock Purdy.
Off the top of my head, Mahomes, for sure. Let's be real. Josh Allen, I think until they retire, I'm not going to have the balls to say like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady aren't, sure they're not in their prime maybe anymore. I'm not the guy who, is going to say that they aren't great quarterbacks. That's not for me to say. Other guys pop to mind, like, Joe Burrow is that guy. He's looking like the real deal.
Matt Stafford. Would you rather have Matt Stafford as your third string quarterback?
I'm going to go ahead and say anybody with like long-term lingering like issues.
Justin Herbert.
That's a tough one.
That's about where you place Brock Purdy. Tua.
File him now into lingering issues.
Dude, you've got 5. You've got 5 that you've said you'd rather have.
Hit me with some more. Let's see who else we got. I'd say Trevor Lawrence. I would put Trevor Lawrence in. I would rather have Lawrence. Yeah.
Really? Okay. That's interesting. I didn't expect that.
Trajectory is just straight upwards at this point. Once he got away from Urban Meyer and he actually got a real coach, I mean, you can see the real Trevor Lawrence. A guy like Justin. What are you doing to me, man? I was psyched when we got Trey. I was not a guy who was like, we got to stick with Jimmy. I was stoked when we got Lance. I thought maybe we were a quarterback away and we needed that piece, but we got the quarterback we need, I think. And I don't want
right now, you got the legends. You got Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. You got Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Kirk Cousins. They're the leading passer in the league this year.
No way. Nah. I think he is a younger Kirk Cousins with a higher ceiling.
Kyler Murray.
The offense would have to look so different that I couldn't judge solely the factor of the quarterback. The offense would need to look a little different for them to use Kyler the right way. So they're all kind of in a group together is what I'm saying. Hurts, Murray, Purdy, they belong in the same conversation.
Counting Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts, maybe 8 guys you would rather have on the field than Brock Purdy right now. I'm going to rattle off some more just to see if anybody sparks your interest. Jared Goff, Geno Smith, Tua we talked about, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, Davis Mills, Mac Jones, Andy Dalton. Dak, you already said you'd rather have him than Dak. Kenny Pickett. Yeah. I know you like Pickett. I don't think you like him as much as Purdy.
Take those Kylers, take the Jalen's, put them above just for the sake of argument, put them above Purdy. And that's where
you think Purdy is a top 10 QB in the league. For
this team, he's a top 10 option at quarterback. Yes.
Wow.
Brock, the Glock, Purdy, Big Cock Brock. He is going to be one of the reasons why they do punch their ticket. And you can book that straight from Niners Fan Man right here.
It's true. How does he perform on a team where, like the Bucks? Does it matter? Like he's not on the Bucks, so who cares?
Just to clarify, if we were like Kirk Cousins has had all year and he's the franchise quarterback, I think Kirk Cousins' ceiling is higher within this year, maybe. But I would still take Purdy for the franchise, he is going to be better than Kirk, is what I'm going to go out on a limb and say.
For the franchise as a whole, you'd rather have Brock Purdy. I'm with you there. And I'm of course in on Cousins because I'm a Vikings fan.
Sure. Kirk can pull out the big dog and let it eat. You know, he can bomb it down the fairway, bitches. You know, like a little bit. I will say though, Justin Jefferson sure makes it easy to do that.
Right. So if it's me, I actually think I'd go the other way. I'd say I'm going to take Brock in this game over Kirk because Brock is a pretty known entity to me. I think his likelihood of like choking and kind of tanking the game or even taking a quarter of it is low. Whereas I'm like, I mean, Kirk does have the ability to just really play bad sometimes.
If Purdy is big cock Brock, then Cousins is little Dirk Kirk.